Today on The Charge Up, women's basketball star Alexandria Kerr joins us to talk about the season. 1 yard shy, we'll discuss how close football came to winning the conference championship, and volleyball was upset at home. Stay tuned, it's all coming up on The Charge Up. Last season, senior guard Alexandria Kerr won all NE10 Conference second team honors. She also achieved 2 milestones in scoring her 1,000th career point and 500th rebound in just 3 short years. Chris is with her now to discuss the upcoming season.
All right, so last season you reached the 1,000-point milestone and 500 rebound milestone. How did that make you feel?
It was just a really great accomplishment. It just shows that hard work pays off, and I really owe it to my coach and my team.
Now, how do you expect to continue that production this season?
Just by playing within the system, playing off of my teammates with energy, just a lot of experience because it's my senior year. So hopefully I'll be able to, produce as much as the team needs me to.
Now, obviously you have a new coach in Deborah Buff coming in this year, first season. Now, she said that she wants to help change the culture of this program. Now, how have you seen that culture change so far?
She's come in and made a lot of changes. Everybody's really bought into her new system. She has a really great energy. It's infectious. Everybody's happy coming to the gym and excited to play, but also serious at the same time. So it's just looking really good for the season.
Now, she's also said that the success of the season will come down to how fast you guys learn her system. How has that gone so far?
It's going really, really well. So her system is very intricate, and it's just, she has a lot of plays, a completely new system from last year. So at first it was a little hard to get used to, but I think everybody has been really focused and really bought into what she's been teaching us. So it's been coming along pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's good to hear. Now, last season you guys came just a bit shy of making the NE10 championship tournament. Now, what do you think will take this season for you to get there this season?
Just basically, just being bought in 100%, everyone coming in every day, giving 100%, everybody giving energy, good attitudes, just listening to our coach, because now it is a new system, so everyone's going to have to go a little bit more outside of their comfort zone of what we've known since we've been here, and just playing together as a team.
Now, besides yourself, what are the players you think will step up this season?
Everybody's going to be stepping up. We've played 2 games so far. We played in a tournament this weekend, and everybody contributed really, really well. We have a new freshman who's came in and given major minutes, made major plays. We have a lot of people, a lot of returners, 5 seniors, so a lot of experience. So I think everyone's really going to step up this year and contribute to the team in their own way.
Obviously you have an upcoming tournament in Puerto Rico. What do you expect to come out of that?
I think the team's really, really excited because we've never traveled that far. We've never been on a plane for a game since I've been here, so nobody in the program's ever traveled. I think we're really excited. We're going to be introduced to a new culture. I'm going to go see how the gyms are and the style of play is over there. So I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be competitive. We're going to try and make the best of it, have some fun, but also we're there to take care of business. So,
is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, this Saturday, the 17th, we're going to have our home opener. It's going to be the first game of the conference, and we're having a doubleheader with the boys. So if anyone wants to come out and support, we'd love that.
All right, sounds great. We wish you the best of luck this season, and thank you again for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Women's basketball are off to a good start. They went 2-0 this weekend, defeating Bridgeport and Post University in convincing fashion. In addition to Alexandria Kerr's performance, who else stood out early on in these games?
Well, it looks like we have another NE10 Rookie of the Year candidate in Cameron Du Bois. She had 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 16 points against Post. So obviously she's stepping up, helping this offense out, and it's another key contributor to help Alexandria Kerr in this offense.
I also liked what I saw from Micah Warmack. She had 17 points on the first game and dropped another 11 in the second game, so that we're showing we got 2 other players to add along with Alex Kerr, and so she's not just the focal point of that offense.
I think the big story that came out of these two games was the defensive effort we saw from the women's basketball team against Bridgeport and Post. Between the two games against these teams, we forced 58 turnovers, which is just an insane number for two games this early in the season especially. So what do you guys think these defensive showings mean for later on down the season?
Well, I think it helps them tremendously going into NE10 conference play, because you're going to play these great teams that are well developed offensively, they have good systems. So if we're able to implement this new defensive system against them, we should have a great chance to be successful this year.
Yeah, they're going to need to play stout defense against these higher tier teams in the NE10 to help alleviate the pressure off of their offense.
Do you think that these kind of showings against Bridgeport and Post bode well for this team when it goes to coming against some really tough teams in NE10 play?
Yeah, I think because it gives them a lot of confidence going into into conference play. So I think that's the greatest thing that you have is confidence when playing basketball.
Yeah, play with that confidence and swagger, and then you can beat anybody.
Very true.
Yep.
Let's hope it continues. Women's basketball will return to the court Thursday when they travel to Philadelphia to take on Chestnut Hill.
Before we jump into our football review, Deshanae Andrews spoke with Coach Pinsence after Saturday's game.
How do you feel about the way the team played?
I think they played very hard. Win or lose, I'm extremely proud of the kids that we brought in here, kids that represent the University of New Haven, especially the 8 seniors that are playing there, maybe their last football game, but certainly their last conference football game today. And I couldn't be any prouder of the kids today.
What was your message to the team coming into the game?
You know what? It was just keep doing what we're doing. Be us. Be the University of New Haven. We came in here and wanted to be aggressive. We came in here and wanted to throw it around. We came in here to be aggressive from a defensive standpoint. I thought the kids did every single thing that we asked, and a couple things didn't go our way, but I'm very, very proud of those kids.
Even though the Chargers endured a tough loss, they had an amazing season that might still make them eligible for the NCAA championship. Win or lose, it's a Charger nation. I'm Deshanae Andrews with Charger Bulletin.
1 yard. Just 1 yard came between the Chargers winning their 4th NE10 title. Football suffered a heartbreaking 17-13 loss Saturday against LIU Post. Guys, who in your observation would win MVP?
I think Ajay Patterson definitely deserves MVP. He went 32 for 49, 366 passing yards, and 1 touchdown. So he obviously outplayed the other quarterback of LIU Post, but unfortunately wasn't able to get the win.
Along the lines of Ajay Patterson, I think the MVP for us has for most of the season was Juwan Williams. He had over 10 receptions, over 200 yards receiving, and a touchdown in this game alone, which isn't the first time he's had stat lines like that this season. I think he's just shown game in, game out that he is the best player on the field. Most of the time, not just for our team, but he's the best player in the entire game, and it is really shown this year.
What do you guys think the Chargers are going to do? Show up next week, see how they do?
I think it's going to be it's basically going to be like the same matchup against Westchester, because it's a high-powered offense and a great defense from Westchester. They were 10-0 in their conference. They won their conference championship game in convincing fashion against Slippery Rock, who's another powerhouse in that conference. So I think they just got to stick with the same game plan, and I think they should be all right.
I think they really will be okay, because we've seen this team go up against Assumption, LIU Post, 2 teams that came into games against us with high-powered offenses, and both of those games turned out into defensive showdowns. And I think that coming into this game against Westchester, the Chargers football team, especially the defense, are going to come out strong and going to put up some solid stats in this game and could lead this Chargers team to a win.
I think you could argue the stats left and right, up and down, whatever you want, but I think it just comes down to how much you want it, how much you want to win the game, and how much you feel that you're better than the other team.
Yeah,
so
it's all about that heart and hustle.
Yep.
And I don't think enough is said about this coaching staff. They've done a great job. Obviously, like you said, the stats, they haven't mattered in these games against Assumption or LIU Post. You'd think there's going to be a high-scoring, power offenses going at each other. Instead, it's tight-knit games with defense being stout, and that's what you want to see from these guys. And we have the offense that can pull it off along with that defense.
Yeah, it's great to see that we get another chance to beat another great team. And hopefully this time, if we get another game-winning drive, hopefully we punch it in and win the game.
Yep. See if they keep continuing this success. Football season has not gone unnoticed to the NCAA. The Chargers were awarded the 6th seed in the NCAA Division II playoffs and will play number 3 Westchester.
Volleyball was upset by third seed St. Anselm Tuesday, soiling their chances of winning the third straight NA10 title. What went wrong for the Chargers?
Really, what I think went wrong for the Chargers was they just ran into a very good St. Anselm team, which a lot of people thought might have been one of the toughest 8 seeds going into an NA10 tournament in the last couple of years. Because this St. Anselm team, as was seen, because they were also picked to go to the NCAA playoffs as well, they're a very good team, and I think that you got our volleyball team on a bad night where things really weren't landing on their side of the court or anything going really right. And you went up against a team that was really feeling it and was hitting, getting kills, getting blocks, aces. Everything was going right for St. Anselm's in that game.
I guess we were just due to lose one. It came at an unfortunate time, but St. Anselm's been very hot, so they just got all the right bounces and got that W.
Yeah, going back to, they had a lot of momentum coming into the game.
Yes.
Since we beat them in 5 sets the previous game, but then they took everything from that game and shifted into against in the NA10 tournament, and it all came together for them. So hopefully now, because we play them again in the NCAA playoffs, hopefully we could get that rubber match and beat them now.
I think we will be able to.
Volleyball received the first seed in NCAA Division II East Region and will begin their hunt for an NCAA championship Thursday when they take on St. Anselm.
That's all for the Charge Up. Be sure to stay up to date by going to chargerbulletin.com, and for up-to-date live streaming of games, go to newhavenchargers.com. I'm James.
I'm Devin.
I'm Chris, and we'll see you next week on The Charge Up.